welcome to my YouTube channel. It's so exciting to have you here, and I hope you're excited too. If you're visiting this channel for the very first time, or you have been visiting, you're very much welcome. And then if you haven't subscribed, please encourage us by subscribing. Please, it will take you nothing to hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much for doing that. Okay, give us a like, leave us a comment. We really love to read from you, and feel free to share this video. Okay, so today's illustration, we're going to be talking about understanding the woman's body as regards measurement patterns. This is a fundamental. In this channel, we're going to be creating content with you as a trainee in mind. Okay, we're going to try to clear every doubt that you have. Okay, so we're going to be talking about measurement patterns, and I would like you to know that there are three measurement patterns. The first is the horizontal measurement pattern. For the horizontal measurement, your tape rule is placed on your body like this, horizontally, like from point A to point B. Example of such measurements is the shoulder measurement, okay? And then we move on to the vertical measurement, in which the tape rule is placed on your body like so, from top to bottom. This is how the tape will be on your body. Example of such measurements is, let's say, your shoulder to underbust, or your bust height, or your shoulder to your upper waist, okay? And I want you to understand that your vertical measurement will actually guide you on where to actually place your circumferential measurement. Okay, and the circumferential measurements are measurements taken with the tape rule wrapped around your body like a loop. Example of such measurements is your bust circumference, your hip circumference, and the likes. Okay, so now I'm going to move ahead to illustrate using the mannequin. Okay, so here is our mannequin. First of all, I'm going to encourage that whenever you're taking measurements, always work with fitted measurements, regardless of whatever design you're making, be it a boo-boo dress or a palazzo pant, whatever you're making, or a smoked dress. Take fitted body measurements. When you get to your cutting table, then the adjustment takes place there. Okay, all right, so we're going to start with the shoulder. It is important to note that people have different body shapes, okay? So I'll encourage you to always take a quick glance at your clients, okay? Just take a quick glance and see how her body shape looks like, okay? Now for the shoulder measurement, I've really not seen any shoulder that is on a 180 plane, okay? They're usually slanted. However, some shoulders are more slanted than others, so you have to take that into consideration as well. My mannequin is armless. I beg you to indulge me. For the purpose of this illustration, I would want to create the what's it called? The shoulder bone at this point here, okay? So that point where the arm is joined to the shoulder, where the shoulder actually starts. For the purpose of this illustration, let's assume this is where it is. Not here, please. Here. So you just take your place point to the next point, okay? Like so. So this is what we have. I think we're having the 13.5, okay? Please note, I did not start from here, okay? So that's 13.5 for the shoulder. You don't take shoulder measurements from here. No. You take it from here, okay? Here, like this. That's why I said, let's assume for the purpose of this illustration that shoulder socket starts from here. I hope that has been established. Okay, so we move to the next measurement. Okay, so we'll move on to the bust height. The bust height measurement is a vertical measurement that will guide you on where to place the circumferential bust measurement. All right, so remember I said for the purpose of this illustration, let's assume that our shoulder socket begins from here, okay? So to take your measurement, you just step in by like 1.5 inches in, place your tape rule there, and then take it down to where you have the fullest part of your bust, which is the nipple area, 9.5. This mannequin is 9.5. Let me turn it around so you can see. So this is where you have the This is shoulder to bust height. Okay. Some persons take from here. You will still arrive at the same thing. Trust me, I have tried both and it worked out. Okay. So now this implies that if this is your bust height, it means your bust measurement is going to be taken with your tape rule wrapped around your bust at this region, not above, not below, but at this region where your bust is fullest, like so. Can you see? Okay, just a finger is in between the mannequin and the tape rule, just enough for it to slide. Okay, remember I said we work with fitted measurements. Okay, so that is that for the bust. Next measurement is your shoulder to under bust. This is your under bust. So the shoulder to under bust is actually a vertical measurement. So you go back to your 1.5 mark through your bust height to your under bust. This is our under bust. Now the circumferential under bust now come like so. Please, I beg your pardon, my mannequin is slippery. It's really slippery. So this is it. Okay. Now the next measurement is your shoulder to upper waist. Now you can assume that the whole of this is your waist, but I want you to note something. Here we have what we call the upper waist and the low waist. The upper waist is where your waist is, more narrow. Okay, this region, it's above your belly button, like 1.52 inches above your belly button, while the lower waist is below your belly button, where your jean trousers usually sits, or your pants trousers. Okay, that is the difference between your upper waist and your low waist. This is where the actual body shape lies, your upper waist, and it's above your belly button. So you're going to place your tape rule through your bust height, your under bust, and then to your upper waist. What I have here is 17 inches. 17. So this means that when you want to take your waist circumference, you're taking it on that 17 inches mark. When you want to mark on your fabric, you're marking on that 17 inches mark. So you take your waist circumference on that 17 inches mark, like so. Fitted, just enough to slide through. Okay? The next measurement is your upper waist to your low waist. From your 17 inches mark, you go down to your low waist here. It is 3.5. It's actually a vertical measurement. 3.5. Next is your low waist measurement. This is your lowest measurement, fitted measurement. Okay. Alright. Okay. Now that has been established. Next is your hip measurement. Okay. Now, the whole of this area, you're wondering where exactly is the fullest part of the hip. If you turn to the side, you can probably see it better. The hip of this mannequin is fullest around this area. Now, on your fabric, you'll be wondering where exactly do I place the hip. You have to take your low waist to your hip line. So remember we said our low waist is somewhere here. So we place our tape rule there. Now we run it down to where you have the fullest part of your hip, which at this point is around 7.5 inches. Okay, 7.5 inches. So that means that on your fabric, the hip line is going to be falling 7.5 inches from the low waist. Okay, so this measurement I just showed you now basically would suffice for, let's say, a short dress. Okay, there are other measurements you need to take. For example, the sleeves. The mannequin has no arm, but if you want to make, let's say, a fitted long sleeves, I would always advise you take measurement at 4 points. You take the bicep, you take above the elbow, below the elbow, and at your wrist. Fitted measurement. Now you get your cutting table. You add 1.5 inches here, 1.5, 1.5, and when you get here, 1 inch. Okay, that is aside your seam allowance. Okay, so these are the basics. Okay, so that for your measurement pattern. And then other measurements, the length of your dress, you know, your, what's it called, your round neck. If you want to take, you're creating like a bishop collar, this men's kaftan, the senator attire, turtleneck, and the rest. Your neck circumference. Fitted, please, always fitted. Okay, like so. It's practically very simple. Okay, so thank you for sticking with us. I really hope this was helpful. I'd really love to read from you. Please leave us a comment, give us a like, and subscribe. Thank you so much. Follow us on all our social media handles, okay? Thank you so much. Thank you. See you next time.